Hey, hi everyone. Thank you guys for being on time and being on. If you guys see one of your downline or sidelines that aren't on, just go ahead and send them a quick little text reminder. But we're just going to kind of get into it. We are recording this. I was on a VIP corporate Zoom yesterday and we had Stacia Akala on and she was kind of leading it and just speaking a lot of life over us and just kind of like bringing the fire so much that today I went out and signed 5 customers. And so she just gave a few analogies and just broke things down so simple. And I just want to say to you guys, we're in a time right now. I actually had one of my diamond leaders say this to me. I think April was a little maybe like hit or miss for everyone. And then some of us were on fire signing 40 customers, and some of us maybe only signed 10. And this is so normal. It's just part of it. Sometimes it's a little bit of a planting season. And you guys understand. So, most of you have been here a while. I do see some friendly new faces on as well, which makes me super excited. So, welcome if this is your first Zoom. Welcome, and you are in the right place. You're going to have help, leadership, guidance, you name it. As long as you copy the right cat, follow the right leader, you will be booming in the enrollments. So, that being said, it is summer. Summer's coming, approaching quickly. It's like spring, fall, spring, summer type of thing. But as we know, this is a busy, busy boom season for us, May through October. Okay. It gets real busy around here. So just buckle up, master host to post, master the scripts, get comfortable or get a little uncomfortable, I should say, so that you can be able to be one of those mass enrollers. Now is the time. So if you're looking to make money or the big bucks, or you need that $500 sweet spot, now is the time that we're going to do it. So I do have Stacy on. She gave a couple of great analogies on the VIP call and just how to maximize this spring cash. So I do want you guys to know, like, the weather is getting warmer, which means us women, men, less clothing. Summer dresses are coming out, summer clothes are coming out. And so people go into a little bit of a panic mode where they're like, where's that Chelsea girl with the gummies? Where's Chelsea with the burn? And they start hunting you down. And you're going to notice that your host to post are going to get a lot more comments. They're going to get a lot more traction. So I always like to say fresh fish jump first. So if you are getting those host to posts up and people are commenting on them, I want you guys to borrow my confidence or borrow LeBron, Courtney, Danielle's confidence, or those people that you see, Amber Lee's on fire right now, those people that you see enrolling those heavy, like high number of customers, that could be you too. And it's just a matter of making that decision. So enough for me. I have Stacy on tonight and she's just going to kind of break down a little bit of what's on the table. And to be very transparent, I did yesterday, right after the VIP Zoom, I went and hunted her down and I was like, hey, can you kick off May for my team and I? And I know she's extremely busy, so I'm happy we're here. Stacy, we appreciate you so, so much. And we just want to hear a little bit from you.
Awesome. Well, I am so honored to be on and asked. I mean, for all the busy parents who wear the busy parent hat, you're like, which hat am I wearing today? And then it turns into like, which hat am I wearing this hour? You're like, wait, which thing am I doing? And we so get it. And that's what I love about doing this business, is that we can fit it in all the spaces we need it to fit into. And one of the things that I think is real important to remember, hey, okay, you know what? I'm like, say hi to me in the chat and tell me like when you joined the business so I can know, a little bit. There's some of you I need to meet. There's some of you I know your names. Some of you I've got to host on Monday Motivation. So LeBron's great to see you. Courtney, I know Danielle, I've been seeing your name. So lots. So just tell me hi and how long you've been in, because that'll just help me too, with everything. And if I haven't got to meet you yet, if you're brand new or just freshly coming in, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. January, the end of this year. That's awesome, Danielle. It's crazy how everything can shift, right? But one of the things I will tell you, Chelsea alluded to it, is this is going to get busy. You're walking into summer, you're walking into shifting. This business constantly shifts with you. And one of my favorite statements that I have lived by most of my life is from John Maxwell, and it's just, blessed are the flexible, for they shall never be bent out of shape. And I'm going to say, as a business owner, if you are a parent, all the parents drop a one in the chat because I'm like, we have this illusion that as kids get older, things get easier. And I'm like learning, oh, that's not true. It just gets different. That's cool. I mean, it's a different kind of hard. Cool. We'll just keep going with it. But you're going to constantly be evolving in your business. You're going to constantly be evolving as a parent. You're going to constantly be evolving in the relationships you're in. And so things shift and you're like, wait, that's not the way I thought it would be. But blessed are the flexible, for they shall never get bent out of shape, right? When we're bent out of shape, that's kind of when we make those crazy decisions that don't make a lot of sense. But if we're willing to go, okay, I can adjust, I can change, we can move this around. Being in different seasons of the business, if you didn't know this, before I came to corporate, I actually built to Ambassador Diamond in the company. And it took me 5 years to do that and then continue to turn in different ways. Actually, before I left, I was one of the top DT enrollers. And so I went from someone with a little bit of belief and it grew into a lot of things that's why I love this business. You step outside your comfort zone and you continue to grow. But with that, what I've learned is you can do anything you feel is important enough to do. You can do anything that you feel is important enough to do. And sometimes that reality is like, yes, I know this is it and I can do it. And sometimes you're like, ouch, that kind of hurts because I want to give all my excuses and be like, it's not going to work, you know? But you get to turn it and tune in. You go, wait, I can do anything that I feel is important enough to do. I can find the spaces. I can get the things out there. I can do a lot of things. And a lot of times people think, well, to be successful, it means, not being present, or it means that, and I'm like, that's a lie. But you got to learn, there's some things that you got to learn how to cheat, right? So I can remember as a big host of poster, I know things have shifted, I know algorithms, I know all the things, whatever it is, but I could say, hey, in this season where I would maybe get a lot of my work done, that's no longer a space I have. It's taken up. So where is the new space that I have to do it? Because keeping this paycheck's important to me, right? Like it's not just the money, but it's funding my kids to go to a private school that I didn't get to do until this business happened. It's the fact that my husband had a vision with ministry and this became the thing that funded that thing so he could go forward. So it turned into so much more. And that was important enough for me to do. Does that make sense? So it's kind of going, hey, when I think of this business, what do I want for it to be? And what does the Lord want for it to be for me? And leaning into that. So right now, right? We were on the VIP call and we just started talking about, let's talk about everything that's on the table. And I mean, you could go cross-eyed when you think about it, right? You're like, okay, so there are friend bonuses inside Quick Start. Any of my friends, drop a 2 if you are inside your Quick Start. Do we have anybody on here that's inside their Quick Start? Meaning you're still making those 150s for those foreign friends, that quick cash, a little bit extra as you build into our core comp plan. If that's you, so the 150 for those inside, then we got the 100s, so fun, that came out in April, right? We get that extra 50 for the DTs now. And so those $100 bills, then add to that when we bring in new people, because we just came off another DT promotion. When those new people come in, when our new people come in and they have that vision to go forward, and sometimes it takes some time, right? Like we actually put a post up on the VIP page that said, how long did it take you to sign your first DT? And how long did it take you to sign your first PM? And how long did it take you to go Ruby? And it was wild, the numbers, right? Like it was like, some people are like, day one, I was Ruby in my first month. And then other people are like, took me 2 months to sign my first DT. It took me a month and a half to sign my first PM. I went Ruby in 7 months. Like it's like all over the place. And so whatever your story is, and some of them, it might have took longer, like a year or so. So and that's okay, because there's just different times and seasons when you can really lean in and work with it and run with it. But with that, as a new person coming in, we got match bonuses, right? Which was 150. So that's crazy. So we kind of know those things. We're a little familiar with those things, but now there's spring cash and we can double dip with spring cash and with match bonuses. Like that's pretty wild that that's available to us, but that is money on the table. But one of the challenges, just talking to the VIPs is, hey, we want new, like, what does everybody want? Like, I'm guessing, right, on this call, we would say multiple rubies happening this month, like that would be awesome, right? Who would go diamond if they had two rubies pop this month? Put a two and put a three in the chat. I think that's where we are. But if that would happen, right? But with that, we need that vision. So we don't want to be just pulling people in and grabbing our bonuses and moving on to the next thing when there is a potential for things to really move forward and go. Like you have the opportunity, you could be signing in the last 2 weeks your next diamond on your team, your next triple diamond. This could be the potential, but if we get too caught up in the grabbing and not really pausing a whole lot to go, hey, I can get the spring cash, right? Like, because I know this team, you got overachievers here, so no problem. Get me the DT 2 PMs, I give it to them, I go on, give me my next 100, right? Like, we got this, we got it so good. And that's great for that quick cash. But when we're building long term, what are we doing with that? So use spring cash to build to that next place because we figured it out. We broke it down on the training team that anyone that decides to go Ruby this month, say they just decide to show up, say they just joined yesterday, either way, if they go Ruby and they decide, I'm doing this thing, I'm going to get the PMs, I'm going to get the DTs, there is over $1,000, whether they're inside their quick start or outside their quick start, that they can earn going Ruby this month. That's $1,000 Ruby bonus. Okay, well, so we could be going, hey, I'm just gonna get my hundreds. It's fun. That's great. That's great. But you could be building rubies while getting your hundreds. And it just goes so much further. And that's what we want. We want rubies to explode. We want diamonds to explode. We want VIPs. I'm hoping in the next few months that you guys are joining Chelsea on the VIP Zoom, right? And I know that's what she wants too. And it's there. So just knowing, hey, they're there. And then it's, let's add GC experience points on it, right? Like who's going to Cabo with us? I don't know. Say me in the chat if you're like, that's a focus. I want to go. I want to be there. I love Cabo. I've gone once and I'm like, I so want to go back. I can't wait. Right. I love it. Amber, she's like me. I'm showing up. So what do we do with those? We sign PMs and we sign DTs. And when I sit here and I go, man, when I got started in this business to go executive, I had to sign PMs and DTs. What was I doing to go ambassador? Signing PMs and signing DTs. And sometimes we just make it so complicated, right? And we love to sometimes just focus on why things just feel so hard. Like so and so doesn't want to work, and this person decided they're done, and no one says yes, and everyone ignores me, and the only response I get is no, right? And we can lean in and focus on that. But like you get to this point where I'm like, I know my numbers, and you'll start to know your numbers in this business. You'll know, hey, if I sign, I mean, I shared with them, I knew 10 was like my gold number. I signed between, 8 and 12 generally every month. So if I was kind of leaning into there, 10 was my golden number, but would all 10 of those even call me back once they joined? Heck, no. You know what I mean? So some of us get disappointed when we're signing one. It's like they didn't call me back. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a numbers game, and you got to remove your emotion from it. And let me tell you something, I am like way emotional. Okay. So I cried a lot doing this business. Right? I'm like, I'm crying. I'm still working. You can do a lot of great things while you cry. I mean, it's awesome. Just know that you can, right? Like, I mean, I can remember the first girl that told me I sold her sugar water with our cleanse. I mean, I was like, wait, what? And she cussed me out on Instagram. And I literally was crying in my room. Joy's like, are you okay? I'm like, she told me I'm shut. And he's like, are you going to be okay? I'm like, I got to message more people. You know what I mean? But I'm like, my feelings are still hurt, but it's amazing the strength that comes into it. But all that to say, some of your best friends that join you might not really respond back to you. That happens. That's why it's like everyone can, but not everyone will. But I know you guys are the team that will. And you'll keep moving on and past those things. So when I go back to 10, it's like, okay, 10. I know probably 3 to 5 are the ones that will really talk back to me, and 3 of them are who I'm really going to move on, or who I'm really going to work with, and I'm going to know to partner with. And they're going to be interested in the fact that even going executive right now with everything that's on the table is over $600. Go executive. Join the 400 club. There's tons of bonuses right now if they get to the 400 club. So what are the goals and the vision we're giving that new person coming in, because it's important? And so I kind of pulled together if I was like Stacy in her best state of working the business, okay, we'll go there. We'll go with like best, what I could possibly think is the best version. This prayer, vision, and action. Kind of putting this little thing together, prayer, vision, and action, right? um, these three come together and they really do help you build your business because I'm sorry, I'll say it right now. I will not talk about this business and building this business without the Lord because I really don't know how that would be possible. I really had to partner with him. He grew me through the tough seasons. He allowed incredible moments to happen, ordained moments, I would call them, of people I've got to meet who've come into my life because of this business. So I can't not do that. And he's the one who gives us vision. And so get vision through prayer is what I would really say. You know, in Jeremiah 29:11, it tells us that he knows the plans he has for us, and their plans to prosper us, not to harm us. Their plans for hope and a future. So I'm like, okay, God, what are your plans for this? This isn't just a spiritual practice, it's a leadership strategy too. Because he created it all, right? Like he's the creator. He knows the people. He knows who's ordained to be on my team. He knows all those things. And so that's really where vision is birthed. So I'll challenge you, invite the Lord into your business. One of the quotes I really lived by was D.L. Moody. If God is your partner, make your plan big, make your plans big. Because I thought small and I still think small. That is my natural thing. But okay, we got $1,000 Ruby bonuses on the table. We got phone a friend. We got green carpet experience. We have all these things we could do, and I would play small. So why do I challenge you to also partner with the Lord so that you'll play big because you were made for more, because he has great plans for you. So knowing that, right? You don't need a perfect plan. Just a posture of prayer, always a surrender. And then my dad would always say this. So I don't know if you guys know, but I missed conference because I lost my dad this year. And so, but he would always say right before conference, he went out with Ben. He's like, I'm Stacy, I got all of you right now. And that was totally fine. But one of his favorite statement was always, you plus God's always the majority. You with God is always the majority. It doesn't matter. But if you're on God's side, you will always be in the majority. So just know that, okay? And then show the vision, right? So you need to get it, right? We need to get the vision. So prayer, but then we need to kind of show it, like write it down and speak it out. Write it down and speak it out. So like, what am I saying? I don't know. Right now, what I think the biggest business plan is everybody on your team getting their one at least, right? That's where good. We'll start there. Everyone. Your whole team doubles right now because everyone went and got one. How awesome. If your new people coming in went and got one, right? It's like, just let it keep going further. Challenge yourself, challenge your mind to go. But of course, in the back, it says, write the vision and make it plain so that the runner may carry the correct message to others. That's why it's important to speak it out so that the people who are coming in with you can turn around and go, oh, I got the vision for this. Oh, yeah, we're going to go get our one. I'm going to go make $50 with my people. It's so simple. It's plain. It's right there. I know exactly where to go because my leader, not just Chelsea, right? Not just Courtney, but my leader, you, right? They're referring to you, Amberly. They're referring to you, LeBron. Like they're referring to you, Heather. Like my leader showed me the vision of where to go. It's to grab those. Right? If it's only in your head, it dies. You're silently going, I just want to go triple diamond. I want to be ambassador, but you're never speaking that out. I want my team to have 2 rubies. I want my team to have 5 rubies. I need 8 people to go executive this month. Start speaking it out because if it's only in your head, it will die there. So you want to write it down. You want to speak it out. It's how leaders multiply belief. It's by making the mission visible, right? That's what vision does. So your team can't run with something they can't see. So you need clarity, right? So what's that first goal? Mira was on the road to VIP tonight, just breaking down, warn a friend, let's go. Let's make $50. Let's make $150 this week. Let's not do this month. Let's do this week. And let's keep going forward. And so when we think about those ones coming in, how many of those ones are going executive this month? And I shared on that Zoom too. Tiara Tilly had been talking to her, and her team's exploding. People are promoting all over the place. And she goes, we're going executive. We're going executive by like the 20th. And if we know people go executive by the 20th, they'll go Ruby by the end of the month. So I'm challenging you with your new people coming in. Can they go executive by the 20th? 100% they can. 100% they can if they know where to go, right? Because if we know the why, the how will figure itself out. So keep giving them the why. So how many are going executive? How many are going Ruby? And then, with Spring Cash and Foreign a Friend, anyone who goes Ruby, they get that 1K. I'm just like saying it's over there. So practical tips are share your vision in 3 ways. Post your team goals publicly. Put them in the Zoom call, put them in the chat, put them wherever it is, right? Celebrate names specifically. Courtney, who do you need to say you're going executive this month to because they can never say it themselves? There's people in there, right? Who's going Ruby? Who's going Diamond? Who are those people that you can say, celebrate their name specifically, and then paint the reward, right? What's the reward? Well, 4 PMs, $50. Let's start there. There are some people that join for $8. There's other people who are like, wait, $50 is nothing. I need the 2,000, 3,000, like whatever it is. And guess what? What do you do to get 2,000, 3,000? Enroll PMs and DTs and teach them to enroll PMs and DTs, right? Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. So a vision that's spoken becomes a movement that's shared, and clarity multiplies confidence. Clarity multiplies confidence. Keep it simple. Next step. As you're bringing in new people, what's their next step? Just one step at a time. And go, okay, you did that step. Here's the next step. Here's the next step. And then they can turn around and do it. So putting pen to paper. I love this quote from Malcolm Forbes. Putting pen to paper lights more fire than matches ever will. Writing that goal down, putting pen to paper lights more fire than matches ever will. And then the last 3 that gets me pumped up, right? Do the vision. Take bold, consistent steps. James 2:26 says faith without works is dead, right? So I can have all the prayers and I can have all the vision, but if I'm not working for it, hold up a second, right? So to me, faith without works is dead, or I can do all the work, but if I have no vision, then no one knows to go. They go together and they go well together. So you can have vision, you can say the prayer, but nothing changes until you move. You can have vision, you can say the prayer. Faith is a verb. Movement is your proof of what you believe in. And you know what? As you continue to grow, your movement's going to get bigger. You might not feel like I'm a loud person. I'm an out there person. I'm a bold person. Same. I mean, I'm fun. I like to have fun like that. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, oh, wait, like speak out, like leadership, like lead people and be loud and like, right? Like, wait, but there's a call to that at times. So don't overthink the way out of your own breakthrough. Too many leaders are parked at a starting line, waiting to feel ready. You will not feel ready as a leader. It's kind of like, oh, you feel ready when you bring the baby home. No, I mean, I cried driving both my kids home. Like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is freaking me out. But you figure it out. There's no going back. Give yourself no go back with this. Give yourself no go back with your leadership in it. If you're not where you want to be yet, don't wait. Move. Reach out. Lead loudly. Live boldly. Right? Choose one name today. Decide I'm going to help them win. That's the heart of this business, changing lives, helping others. Who are you helping win this week? Who do you have on your team? You don't have them? Okay, cool. Yep, half off BBKs are done, but you got a flat. Like, think creatively. I'd be like, even better than half off. You're getting our flat, which is like our best product. I mean, you get to swing it however you want to swing it and speak it out, right? Like, how cool. Yeah, it's $50 worth $50. So you're getting free $50. You can turn around and sell it if you want to. Everybody wants to be on an incredible probiotic. Like, how you present it, right? It's there. So, how do we get people to win? We start by getting them their one. go help them get their one and build their confidence and speak life and what this opportunity can do with you. Grab stories from your people in this chat. Hey, what has this done for you this week? What has this done for you in the last month? What has this done for you this year? Because it's true. Chelsea, up and down and all over the place. But you know what? I had a file on my phone, a photo album that was just marked wins. And so when I was feeling down, I just go back and like text messages of the grandma who finally got on the floor to play with her kid because she says our skinny gummies did that for her. I'm like, okay, no one can take that away from her, and they can't take that away from me now either. You know what I mean? Like, what do you have that the where all the wins are that are collected? Where do you have the people on your team going, this changed my life? Like for me, a girl named Melissa who was able to throw a birthday party for her daughter for the first time at 5 years old. Are you kidding me? Because she did this business. That's the kind of lives I want to change. That's why I want to go forward. Why did I want to go ambassador? Because I wanted people crying in their bathroom when they opened a triple diamond check like I did, because it changed my life, right? That's what we get to do. And so who's the one you're going to help today, and how are you going to help them go get their one so that it can trickle down? God has already placed vision inside of you, but it's your responsibility to carry it out loud and to live it bold. You were never meant to sit still. And this is a quote that changed my business when I didn't know where to go next. No one follows a parked car. Have you put your car in park to figure out where to go next? Or are you going somewhere? Do you have the vision? How many executives? How many rubies? How many diamonds? How many lives do you want to help? Who do you want to change? How are you taking action? How are people following you? Because you know what? It's true for your team. You might be going, well, I don't have no team, Stacy. I don't even know why I'm on this Zoom. Guess what? Your audience is watching you, your friends on Facebook, your friends on Instagram, your family. Everybody's watching you and they so want to believe in where you're going. So start going. Start taking the steps. And some of the people will try to shut you down, and some people will surprise you and cheer so loud for you. And it's so fun to see who those people are, but listen to the ones that cheer you on. Listen to the ones that echo God's voice in your life and speak life over you to push you forward. Connect with those people. This is the season to get your one, to speak vision again, to write it down, to run, and most of all, to take action, because a breakthrough depends on it. You're always going to be at a place for breakthrough. So your future is found in what you're hoping for, isn't just found in what you're hoping for. It's found in what you're moving toward. Go keep moving towards it, because that's where your future is.
So good, Stacy. I loved this so much. And there's just one thing I want to say that I have on my heart. I have a ton of notes here that will decompact as a team together, but maybe two things. Excuses, okay? We're not going to make any of those. We have lots of reds. As you know, there's lots of reds in here. And so we're all ready to run, and we have lots of people that are going to pop. We're going to have lots of green carpet winners, and they're going to go to Cabo. It's amazing. I love Cabo as well. And then the second thing I want to say is who's on here right now? And I want you guys to really listen and look at me. Who is on here? Have you duped yourself yet? Have you duplicated yourself? And I see lots of faces on here, and we haven't. We haven't duplicated ourselves yet. And we're going to dupe ourselves a few times this summer. We're going to duplicate ourselves. We're going to find those people who want it, the hungry ones. And we're going to have lots of not only rubies, emeralds, diamonds, we're going to have lots of double diamonds pop. Because once you duplicate yourself one time, you get that confidence to do it again. And you go, okay, now I can find another one. Sometimes you flip over, it's like a deck of cards. There's 52 deck of cards. Sometimes you flip over the twos, the jacks, the tens, the nines, and then the aces. And sometimes, most of the time during summer, is when you're going to flip over those back-to-back aces. And we have a team here and a community here that we're going to all lock arms with each other, and we're going to help each other. And so when you flip over that ace, you better stay hot to trot, okay? And don't be that parked car, and get ready to go out there and flip over that other ace, okay? And now's the time to do it. So, Stacy, I appreciate everything so much tonight. This was so amazing, more than I could ask for. Thank you again so much for doing this last minute for all of us. And thank you all who showed up, okay? The moms, grandmas, dog mommies, males, whatever you are, wherever you are in life, there's a place for you here. And I want you guys to know this. And so if you're feeling like some type of way right now and you're in a funk, you are here for a reason. And there's no reason to be in a funk. That's all mental. It's almost an excuse, okay? You might need Stacy on a Zoom, on a triple Zoom to remind you who you are and if you're a parked car or not, and go drive your car and sign the customers and do what you need to do. But if any time is to get rich, the time is now. Okay, or even if you just need the $300 to $500, the time is now. Use the May through October months. Use what corporate's going to roll out at green carpet, but it's got to start today. Okay, if we're going to do it, the time is now, and I want you guys to hear me loud and clear. We are not the parked car, we are the vehicle that's moving in the right direction. So, thanks again, Stace. It's so good to see you. Your hair looks so cute. I love your hat. And thank you guys all for being on. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and we'll see you guys soon.